Welcome to Know That Galaxy!
Which spiral galaxy in Cassiopeia is almost invisible to optical telescopes? If you answered Buffet 2, then you're one step closer to Hawaii.
Buffet 2 is an infrared galaxy. It is hard to see because dust clouds from the Milky Way impair our ability to see about 99.5% of its visible light.
Which galaxy in Cassiopeia is a dwarf elliptical galaxy?
If you answered NGC 147, then you're one step closer to your trip to Hawaii.
NGC 147 was discovered in 1829. It is about 2.4 million light years in distance. This galaxy is a satellite galaxy of Andromeda.
Which galaxy in Cassiopeia is an irregular galaxy? If you answered IC10, then there's about a 1 in a million chance that you're going to Hawaii.
IC10 is about 2.3 million light years away and 5,000 light years in length. This is a hard galaxy to view because it is covered in stardust. Did you know that the legend of Cassiopeia has been so inspiring that singer Sarah Bareilles made a song that tells the story of her life? Ever heard of the popular game League of Legends? They created a character whom they named Cassiopeia. She is featured as a hero of the game.
Hello, my name is Shadar. I am in the giant spectral class. My name means breast in Arabic. I am part of the constellation Cassiopeia, which is the 25th largest constellation known. My apparent magnitude, which means how bright I appear from Earth, is 2.24. My absolute magnitude, which means how bright I am from 10 parsecs away, is negative 1.98. Cassiopeia is located in the Milky Way, so I'm close to you, baby. Hey, baby, I am Sagini. I have an apparent magnitude of 3.37. I am a giant star in the B3 class. I am the star furthest to the left in the W that Cassiopeia forms. My name is Rootbach, and I have an apparent magnitude of 2.68, and I have an absolute magnitude of 2.22. My name means palm in Arabic. I am the second star in the W Cassiopeia forms. Hi, I am Gamma Cassiopeia. I have an apparent magnitude of 2.47. However, I do not have a traditional Latin or Arabic name. I am in the heart of Cassiopeia, and I can be in yours too. I am Calf, the star furthest to the right in Cassiopeia. My apparent magnitude varies between 2.34 and 2.38 every 2.5 hours. My absolute magnitude is 1.16. I am a binary star system, which means my twin and I both rotate around the same center of mass. I am a giant star in the F2 spectral class.
Although Cassiopeia has no globular clusters, it does have one open cluster called Messier 52. It is 3,000 and 7,000 light years across and is 5,000 light years away from us. It has 193 stars and is 35 million years old. Lens 1333 is a low-mass star formation in Cassiopeia. According to a study done by Harvard University, Lens 1333 is starless and thus has been included in several studies of starless cores. Sharpless 188 is a planetary nebula. It's 850 light years away from us.
I'm amateur astronomy expert Travis Hanna, and this is the story of how the big W in the sky got to be there. It all started way back in Ethiopia. Not Ethiopia, Ethiopia, ruled by the beautiful Queen Cassiopeia and her husband Cepheus. One day, Cassiopeia was bragging that both herself and her daughter Andromeda were more beautiful than all the Nereids. Now, it wasn't exactly out of character for Cassiopeia to boast like that. She was known to brag. But the thing you have to understand is, the Nereids were a group of sea nymphs that hung around Poseidon, and Poseidon did not take too kindly to Cassiopeia's boasting. In fact, he was nothing less than furious. Poseidon decided that the only rational course of action would be to destroy the entire country of Ethiopia. So he did. Some say that he engulfed the whole country in a flood. Others say that he sent a giant fish monster to wipe out Ethiopia. And Cassiopeia? Well, Cassiopeia says far too much, which is why her country was being destroyed in the first place. She knew that something must be done to stop the attack on her land, so Cassiopeia and her husband Cepheus consulted a great and powerful oracle to see what could be done. The oracle, being wise and knowing many things, told him that the only way to stop Poseidon's wrath was to sacrifice their daughter, Andromeda, to the giant fish monster Cetus. Seeing no other option than to listen to the advice of the sagely oracle, the couple arranged to chain Andromeda to a rock by the coastline as a peace offering to Poseidon. Picture that. Your parents just chained you to a rock, awaiting your death at the hand of a horrific fish demon, just because your mother couldn't stop running her loud mouth? Waiting there, knowing that certain demise is imminent, comfort stemming only from the sound of the waves rolling onto the shore. Comfort that is cut short the moment you start hearing a faint rumbling in the distance. Rumbling that is getting louder and more pronounced each passing moment. Imagine the fear that you would have upon seeing that monster for the first time. Drool dripping down his ugly fish face. And there sat Andromeda, trembling in fear in the last moments of her life, taking one last look at her fish-faced executioner before closing her eyes as death draws nearer. Just as the finality of life begins setting in, a gust of wind and sand hits her face. She opens up her eyes to find the winged stallion Pegasus in front of her, ridden by the legendary Perseus, who has come to Andromeda's defense and begins fighting off the horrendous fish creature. This fish monster Cetus was no match for Perseus, who had just returned from slaying Medusa. And when the battle ended, Perseus was the one who stood triumphant. Quick to escape the situation, Andromeda was unchained and flew off with her savior, Perseus, who she later went on to wed. While Andromeda was now safe in the hands of Perseus, the fact remained that Poseidon was still furious at Cassiopeia's great vanity and hubris, and it didn't help that his offering just flew away with the man who killed his friend. So he decided to banish Cassiopeia to the stars, upside down, tied to a chair, forever circling the globe as that big W in the sky.